think for me, because I've had to restart multiple times over the last 8 years, and excuse my language, but I go back and look at all my biggest fuck ups from the year. So deals that have stalled, deals where I've overcommitted myself, things that I didn't really want to do, but thought I needed to get the revenue in and take it on. And I'd look at those and see, how did I structure the deals? How did I have the conversations? And you can literally just go into your CRM, review the messaging. And what I'm doing nowadays, so I use HubSpot for my CRM, John and Crew. I take all of the messaging and I put it into ChatGPT and I ask it to coach me and tell me what went wrong, what was good, and then trying to take the best bits out of that. So I think a lot of the time when you're starting from scratch, you try to reinvent the wheel and try to build a whole new thing when you've got something to work on. I also look back at all of my closed, lost opportunities and I ask myself the honest question, should I have been doing those deals? Were they within my ICP, or was I just trying to get a deal over the line because I wanted the money? Right. I also ask myself, and I've done it multiple times, am I talking at the right level? So a lot of the times I may be speaking to team leads or individual SDRs when I should have been having a discussion with the head of sales, or at least at the C level, to see, is this message coming through? Is this something that we're all brought on board? Because you can have somebody tell you like, yeah, this is for me, I want to have it. But when it comes to crunch time, then the blockers come in and I'll slap myself and think, no, what the hell were you doing, bro? You should have been upping your game a little bit. I also start looking back at the channels. So I'm a miser and I try to spend as little money as possible. And if I can do it for free, I will do it for free. So there are a lot of sales tools, sales engagement platforms, but like with LinkedIn, I haven't purchased LinkedIn Sales Navigator in 10 years. I've used it as a team lead and as a manager, but in my own business, LinkedIn is a free platform and I've been using that, and 80% of my leads come from LinkedIn. And some people can attest to coming into this room. I won't name any names, but a free DM is some free money potentially, you know? And then I also do another thing where I try my hardest not to compare myself with other people. So within sales or software, a lot of people will do what you do. And if you focus too much on the competition, you'll distract yourself from what you can do and the value that you bring, right? There's a whole bunch of sales coaches and sales trainers, but I'm really good at what I do because I stay focused. I look to learn from other people, but the other thing that I've learned is people at the top collaborate, people at the bottom compete, right? So I talked to a lot of other sales trainers. Like I had a lady last week that was saying that all of her deals have fallen flat. She is using LinkedIn Sales Nav, but it's a big chunk of her budget. She's now realizing shit's hit the fan. It's coming to the end of the year. As a sales trainer, she didn't know what to do. So I gave her some free advice, gave her some free time, pointed in the right direction. Because from my point of view, there's enough to eat to go around with everyone. So help build as many relationships as you can, right? Because I think back in the day when I was on LinkedIn as an SDR or an SDR manager, reps didn't speak to each other. So Dan, if you worked in this company and Kirsten worked in this company, there was no reason for you guys to talk. But like having these Zooms where you come in and share best practices and learn from each other, that's relationship building. And network to fuck is one of the biggest things that I do. So John, review what didn't work, go back into my CRM, analyze the data, network as much as possible, and yeah, just try to go into the new year onto the right foot. Does that help, John?